Wilson,
Straight down
here
the line.
is your recipe and your ingredients for jadada. Black pepper, salt, a cup of rice. Uncle Ben's rice is the best, or just rice, lentils, vegetable oil, and then you need a pan. We're making a whole bag. If you want to cut it in half, you can cut it in half. And 2 medium-size onions.
And the chopped onions. The onions are finely chopped now.
So Wilson, you do 2 cups of oil.
And I'm
That's
gonna
one thing
put
I didn't
'em-
think it. And
I don't like it.
Oh, those are nice.
I like it between. I like the
Are
heat
those
on
yours?
this between medium and medium high.
did you hear that? Between medium and medium high.
Mom used to put it on medium or on high, right? But I like it just a little bit lower so the onions cook slower. So
And then here are your onions. We're
Yep.
chopping 2 onions
2
for
onions
this.
chopped.
Okay, go.
So the oil is hot. I've got it between medium and medium high, and I'm going to add the onions all at once.
I hope you don't get seasick with me going back and forth like that. Now this is the crucial part. How long do you cook the onions?
We'll time it. In fact, that's what we need.
Okay,
What is
so-
Lise?
Elisa, your
We
timer.
need your timer.
What timer?
Well,
Your
we just need
time
to,
up.
because we won't film this.
How long is it taking?
How long is it going to take us?
Okay,
Okay, well,
so you go.
so we're 12 minutes in, and you can see the onions are just barely starting to get brown. But at this point, you definitely have to stay with them. You got to stay right at the stove. So it will move pretty quickly from this point on, but we probably have, I would think, 2 or 3 more minutes with these onions.
And look how much
Just
oil
stir
there
'em.
is.
Yeah, there's a lot of oil in the pan. But the tricky thing is they will turn brown like all at once. It just happens so quick, which is why you cannot leave the stove.
But it smells really good.
Yeah, it does smell good. Okay, well, so this is just in the matter of a couple seconds. You can see how they're starting to turn a golden brown. We want them darker than this, though.
Okay, now go.
Okay, well, so we're 14 minutes into this, and we're very close on taking these out. What we want is like a dark, Mom used to call it like a chocolate brown. So we don't want them black, but we want them like a dark chocolate brown. And so we are here, and you can tell by the smell as well. So at this point, I'm going to take these off the heat, and we're going to drain off the liquid. We're going to drain off the oil, but be really careful because, of course, it's very hot. So I've got a coffee cup in the sink, and this is how I do mine. I just have found this is the safest way that I can drain this off. I'm going to drain off as much oil as I can. So the other thing that I do is I always have a wooden cutting board right by my sink to set that pan on, and I'm just going to fish these onions out of this. And then I need it. Oh, can I use that orange cup for water?
I think it'd be another one. Sure.
I haven't had a drink out of it though. So now,
On this side of it.
Did something happen in Paris?
yeah.
Yes. The terror attack.
This is why I don't want them in.
Okay, well, so now I've got 2 cups of cold water. I'm going to pour it right into this hot pan with the onions in it. I'm actually going to add 1 more cup of cold water.
Because
I just don't think there's quite enough in there, so it's a total of 3 cups of cold water into these onions. So your oil's still in the cup in the sink. You're not going to add that back for a minute. So this pan now goes back on the stove. And what I do on this, now I do turn it up to high. You can turn this up as high as your stove will go. And what we want to do is bring this up to a boil. We're just going to let it simmer probably for about 2 minutes. What we want to do is have these onions dissolve. So we probably, to get the onions dark, we probably went about 15 minutes.
okay, yeah. Probably took about 15 to 17 minutes to get those onions dark.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Okay, do that one more time.
So you can see that this liquid is now nice and dark, that's what we want. Now we want a little bit of the liquid to evaporate off. What's the total time now, Lise? 20. Okay. So Wilts, we've hard boiled this for close to 5 minutes, but it's ready to take off the stove. You can see a lot of that liquid has evaporated off, and so it's fairly thick, and the liquid in there is nice and dark. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take this right off the stove. We're going to add
there's a thing in there. There.
in here.
The top. Flip around the top. Right.
Filming?
Huh?
Are you filming?
Uh-huh.
Okay. So we're going to take this and we're going to add it to the lentils and the rice.
You know, she could
Do you want
maybe
to
be
get
a
on the
star.
other? Do you want to get on the?
Do you want to come? You can quit your job. Oh, that would be nice.
But wait, I need skis first.
So
I know.
I need some stuff.
So I'm going
I
to
need
just
running
pour
shoes.
this all right in.
I do want to start skiing.
Okay, and you'll see we've got to add more liquid to this. That isn't near enough liquid.
There's no
But what I do is I'm going to add probably most of this oil back in. So there's 1 cup. Yeah,
I was gonna say, we're using your lit mug.
and 2 cups.
No, I never stir it. Okay, so you stir it.
And you still need more liquid. So you're going to add water. Let's add. There's 1 cup. I only added half of that. So Wilson, what I'm after I stir it up, I really don't want to be able to see the lentils after it settles down like that. There's probably about a 1/4 inch of liquid on top of the lentils and the rice. So now we're putting it back on the stove. We're going to
up in
let
the
it
corner.
simmer for about 45 minutes on like a medium low.
That's Elise's thumb. I don't know if We were talking when you said medium.
I'm gonna put it on this. I think I'm gonna start it on medium, just because I'm not used to this oven or this stovetop. I think we should start it on medium. If it boils too hard, we'll turn it down. We're gonna go ahead and start it on medium.